Welcome back, everybody. Again, that graphic, that's Jared and me on a globe. Welcome back. Fix the tie, Jace. There we go. Traveling alone may seem more relaxing, more affordable than other trips with groups. However, that may not be the case right now. Why? Well, a new report from our friends at Thrifty Traveler found that airlines may be charging more for all of you booking a single ticket. You've probably have seen... Thank you. It deserves a boo. That's right. You might have seen the story. Here to explain the dish. Give it up for my friend from Thrifty Traveler, Jared, everybody.
Thanks for having me, Jason.
Let me start with a compliment as somebody that has been with you since the beginning of this. I remember when you just started out and you were doing like conferences and you were nice enough to invite me. I was so damn proud of you because you guys were everywhere. Your name was everywhere on national shows. Let's start at the beginning though. Not giving away your secrets. How did you guys figure this out?
I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, we look at thousands of fares every single day.
Yeah, that's why
we kind of just stumbled on it because we normally don't search for just one-way fares. Every fare we look for like, finding trips, most people want a round-trip deal. So we didn't see this strange anomaly, which we're about to talk about, with one-way fare pricing.
You did? It was like...
No,
and that's probably what they were hoping for.
Yes.
It's like it would go under the radar. Okay, so what did you discover for people that have missed this story the last 7 days?
Yeah, again, so this is we're talking about domestic travel within the United States. When you book one-way tickets, sometimes if you booked one ticket one way, they would charge you twice the amount as if you booked two tickets one way.
Did you say twice?
Well, I mean, they would charge you twice. Instead of $100, like for two tickets, $100 each, they charge you just $200 for one ticket. So they would just ratchet up the price for just one-way tickets. The whole idea behind this is a lot of business travelers.
Yeah, why? Because I got this question. Why do they care?
They're trying to make more money. That's always, at the end of the day, what are the airlines doing? They're trying to make more money. They know business travelers don't care about, or they're not as price sensitive. So when a business traveler sees a $200 ticket, they're like, that's just the price, and I'm going to pay it. And this is different than bulk pricing like you might find at Costco or anything else where you buy more tickets and you save. The airlines aren't advertising this at all, so consumers have no idea. You might be going on a bachelorette party or you might be going on a business trip. You're still getting charged more for those one-way single fare tickets.
And not to single out an airline, this was not just one airline, was it? Did you find it? Yeah.
It was Delta, American, and United. And in the last 2 weeks, Delta and United have stopped doing it, but American is still doing it.
They're still doing it?
Oh yeah, American. And no one has responded to any comments, obviously on our story, and obviously it went nationwide, which is awesome because no one's looking out for consumers right now. That's like the big thing. And I know you care about this too, Jason. Yeah. And the current political environment, which we don't need to go into.
Yeah.
But no one's really looking out for consumers in the airline industry. So we feel like we really need to step up and take a close eye and call this stuff out when we find it.
Which I love because it's politics aside, it's common sense. It should be done. Okay, so what can people do other than keeping up with you guys? We brought this up in the meeting. Should they literally do their due diligence? Like, let's say they're booking a trip to Orlando. Should they check the route and then go back and change the quantity to 2 and just to check to see if they're being bamboozled?
I know, it is a lot of work, right? So first, just use Google Flights to search, book directly through the airline. The easiest way is just book round trip. Because right now the airlines aren't doing this on round trip tickets. It's just those one-ways.
Okay.
But if you have to book a one-way, definitely price compare how much it costs per ticket for one-way versus 2 one-way.
Then what do you do? Do you call them and just call them out and be like, Brenda? You know what I mean? You call the American Airlines woman, what you doing, Brenda? What do you do?
Try to avoid American Airlines. Clearly they don't care. Like that they're getting bad press, everything else. Avoid American Airlines if you can. Fly Delta, United. Again, book round trip. We're going to keep a really close eye on this. We look at it almost every day. United late last week, United tried to start doing it again after they pulled the fares 2 weeks ago. But we're like, hey, we're watching you guys. So then they pulled it again. So, I mean,
It's
airlines,
like a little whack-a-mole. It's like
it is a cat and mouse game, and it's going to continue because airlines are looking where can they make more money and where can they, bamboozle travelers.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're making enough money and our sun chips are getting smaller. They can't get any smaller.
Jason, it's never enough money.
It's never.
No, unfortunately.
Okay. We're going to get to deals on their side, but I just saw something in that break. Obviously, I want everyone to go to Thrifty Traveler. You guys dropped something about credit card changes. Is there a big story coming with, explain?
Yes. There is
a change.
There is, yeah. For you're talking about the news yesterday. Yeah, the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, which is kind of the higher tier credit card with a larger annual fee, has some big changes coming up very, very soon. So there's a lot of rumors, and I better be careful what I say.
No, that's why I just wanted to tease it so people can keep an eye out for Thrifty Traveler.
Yes, there's going to be. Yes,
changes.
There's going to be a lot of changes. So if you're looking at like a Chase Sapphire related card, just wait for a few weeks, and I think there's possibly going to be some great offers. So keep an eye out.
More with Jared when we come back from Thrifty Traveler. Back in a moment, everybody. I just can't believe that they did the whack-a-mole thing. I've listened. It's great. Welcome back, everybody. Jared from Thrifty Traveler. Thrifty Traveler, go sign up. The benefits are endless. We're talking everything you need to know about summer travel with our friend Jared. Before we get to deals, another big headline, JetBlue and United announcing their partnership. What does that mean for, is there any benefit for Mary sitting at home watching?
Yeah, if you're into, JetBlue's or United's programs, now you get like these reciprocal benefits, which is nice. But other than that, it's not a huge change. I think it's beneficial for the airlines.
Yeah.
But other than that, not a whole lot.
Let's another broad topic before we get to the deals, and that is ways to survive or avoid delays and cancellations this summer. Your general advice for that?
Yeah, so I follow. I'm not just parroting something. This is something that I feel really strongly about. Try to fly on the first flight in the morning on whatever route you're going on, because as the day progresses, airlines snowball. If there are issues, the issues snowball and cause more delays and cancellations. And it's like, I think the Department of Transportation, again, this is actual data, 80% of the first flight of the day take off on time. So going for that first flight in the morning ensures that you're going to more than likely get to your destination. Avoid connections, so go on those nonstop flights whenever you can, which I know the older we get, the more I love those nonstop flights, and I'm willing to pay a little bit more. Carry on if you can, and if you have, the Delta app, American or United app, if you see that there's a cancellation, move as quickly as possible to rebook, either in the app or call. Do not wait.
Do not wait.
Everyone, if you get a cancellation on your flight and you see it in the app, everyone on that flight is going to be rushing to rebook. So move as quickly as possible. And I think that's going to help you a lot.
I love that. The one of the first thing in the morning, absolutely, if you can do it. Okay, let's get to some deals. Our Jason show stations around the country, many, Chicago, Seattle, Orlando, wherever. What are some deals? We're everywhere now, yeah.
Which is amazing. So I'm just going to go, again, if you want to book these, go on Google Flights and book directly through the airline. Alaska's having a big moment right now. There's a lot of travel to Alaska, but there's also a lot of routes to Alaska, which has resulted in some cheap fares. So Minneapolis, nonstop to Fairbanks, Alaska, $217 round trip, nonstop on Delta this summer, July and August. Move quick on that one. Chicago to Banff National Park, flying into Calgary, Alberta, $191 nonstop on American. Seattle to Charleston, South Carolina, $206 round trip this fall. Orlando to Chicago, $156 round trip this fall. Cedar Rapids getting some love to Colorado, Aspen and Vail for $228 round trip on American, including peak season next winter, ski season. Detroit to Oslo, Norway, $481 round trip this fall on Iceland Air. Austin, Texas to, I'm saying too many cities. Oslo and the Austin.
Yeah.
So Austin to Costa Rica, $294 round trip on Delta. San Antonio to Miami, $178 round trip nonstop on American. Milwaukee to Tokyo getting some love, $731 round trip on United, one stop this fall.
To Tokyo?
To Tokyo from Milwaukee. Milwaukee people. get on that plane.
Non-stop.
Yeah, normally about $1,200. So
we have like, what, 30? Generally speaking, we talk broad strokes around this time every year. Summer travel, domestic versus like going to Europe. What are you looking price-wise?
I mean, there's opportunities no matter where you are in the U.S. domestically as well as traveling to Europe. Especially like this fall. Let's say you're in Milwaukee or Minneapolis. Just go on Google Flights, type in Minneapolis, and then wherever regionally you want to go, you can type United States. It'll open up the whole map, and you can look within the next 6 months for whatever amount of time you want to go, and it'll show the whole map of the U.S.
With the
Europe,
prices all
with
over.
all the prices.
Which is so helpful.
And you can filter nonstop or Delta or American, whatever airline. Super powerful. It's what the pros use, and everybody at home can use it for free as well.
Can I I want to repeat to wrap this up, another summer tip just in any season. You always say this, and we always go by it quickly, but it's so important, and I know you believe in it too. Book with the airlines.
Book directly with the airline.
If there's anything that goes wrong, if you book with a third party, you are up creek without a, right? I mean,
yes, you are. I mean, it just complicates things. Going through Expedia, Priceline, those are third-party travel agencies. Cut them out. You're not going to save 99% of the time. And just book directly through the airline. Use Google Flights. It sounds like I'm sponsored.
No, but you're
it's
not.
just simply the tool that we use as a company to find all of our flights, and it works the best. And like you said, booking directly through the airline's the ticket.
He's the best. Give it up for Jared, everybody, for the latest travel deals and info. Head to thriftytraveler.com and listen to their new podcast. Search for Thrifty Traveler wherever you get your podcast. We'll be back right after this. Get some sleep, my friend.
Yes, thank you. Tired.